Good morning team, we are back at the farm and the MOG workshop. So we had some really good news. Our panels for our big box that goes on the back, they've been cut and the supplier is ready to assemble the box on the back of the MOG. So that meant we've had to scramble to fix a few things up to make it ready for him. So we took this to a Boilermaker. This is where one of the sides of the tray was actually welded in, and it had a little bit of support structure here, but it was really dinky and made a heap of noise and just looked pretty strange that there was just one tray side left. All the others just came off on hinges, these hinges here. So had him weld in a support beam, and it looks pretty good. So that's added a lot of rigidity to that end, which is nice. And now we're kind of scrambling to get a few other little bits and pieces done over the next couple of days. So one of them being, we've had to drill and tap some holes for the mud guards. They've got to go back in. And another important one was this bracket, which Clint basically did for me, which is really nice of him here, which holds this guy here. So spin it around, so that'll go there, and that's the little hand winch for the spare tire. The other good news is that we have got a handle on 5 new tires, which will be going on really soon as well, in the next week or two, whenever we can fit it in. So it's looking pretty good. So just a few little bits and pieces to do on the tray, because once the box is on from here, it'll just be really hard to do all this stuff. So I want to do it now, and then probably paint these pieces up, and then we're pretty much kind of good to go. Let's get stuck into it.
And there's a hole.
Can you do me a favor? Can you maybe turn that off? Push up from the bottom. I'm going to drill a hole through the actual mud guard. Up hard. You look like a little pilot. Thanks. I should have done this from the first place. Okay, so pull that out. That way. Yep, that. Cool. Just going to measure this piece now. Make sure I cut it at the right length. Ready?
Ready?
Fire in the hole.
So a coffee break. And then what?
Welding.
Dun,
Not very good at it. So this is a bunch of support brackets for the floor. So I've got them as level as I can. The tray's not level, so the tray's a bit lower on this side than on the front end. So yeah, that makes it a little bit trickier, but you know, we're getting there. So yeah, welding soon after coffee, and then that area can be painted.
And me, just gonna put my coffee on the table and show you my beautiful work. I've sanded all the mud guards that's gonna go back where they were initially, just here. And we're gonna have our new tires very soon, hopefully. All right, good luck.
Okay, you cannot look at this, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Can you switch it off?
What do I do now?
There's a switch right there, yeah. Okay, can you take that, chuck it on the ground, and that, and chuck me that little hammer that's there, here. Swap it into this. Thanks. Okay, watch your eyes. Thank you.
Your baguette magique for Chrissy Boy the Wizard.
All right, machine on, please. Cool. All right.
And when we thought we were done with the masking, there is more. Well, I guess we can move it. Ooh. I feel surrounded. We can start with these two and then move it.
Yeah, it's fine. Just cleaning up the welds a tiny bit. Okay, look there. Just getting a little bit smoother. They're not the greatest welds, that's for sure, but they'll do the job. That's nice and stable for the flooring.
Yes, don't judge him. It's the first time he's welding and I'm very proud.
I'm fogging up. This is great. I feel like I'm snorkeling.
Well, you said you're missing spare fishing, so maybe you should use your sea back mask. It'll be better.
Probably should. Probably be better. Oh.
So what is it?
It's the spare tyre winch. So that needs to hold a lot of weight. Should be fine.
So we'll give it a good clean. We're gonna just sand it as much as I could. Prime it, paint it black,
Yep.
and on a truck it goes. All right, so we've got our winch cradle set up.
Yep.
The old-fashioned way. So,
All right, can you pull that out? Nice. Yeah, it's working. Keep going.
It's quite enjoyable.
That stopped today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, carry on.
Oh, I'm getting a shoulder pump.
Okay, and stop. Cool. Okay, handle can come off. Can go there. For now.
So what's the plan?
So I'm going to button this up, and then we're going to roll the spare tire over and see if we can hook it over the spare tire or around, and then yeah, crank it up. So that'll be interesting.
That's how the brackets look like.
Yeah, brackets looking good. Happy with
Nice
that.
job.
Yeah.
That is the spare.
Oh yeah, there's some big red backs in there. I don't really want to touch the red backs. Be gone.
Oh, there's a few inside.
Yeah, there's just a few.
Washing machine.
Helicopter action. Off.
It's time for you to find a new home. All right, let's rock and roll. Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Good morning, guys. All right, so Ange has gone on a little mission into town to grab the seats off a guy that go on the back of the Jeep. So he's brought them back down from Caravan for us in a truck. So she's got to kind of collect those and give him the cash, which leaves me here on my own for a little bit. Ooh, so what I'm going to probably do is start to chop these off, or at least have a little start at it. There's 4 on each side and 2 on the back, and that's so that we can have a nice clean surface for like an aluminium plate that we're going to run across there when the box is on. It's something we didn't realize we would need to do when we Raptor coated it, so yeah, unfortunately it's going to ruin the Raptor coat there and stuff, but it'll probably be covered up. Spare tire went on relatively successfully, as you can see. But because of this beam here, there's not much room for it. So there's possibility I'll need to chop into there and create a little notch. So yeah, I'm gonna have a crack at that this morning. It's cold, it's meant to be quite windy today, and we've also got some painting to do.
another successful day for us.
Yeah. Yeah, it went well. Went real well.
Chris tackled a lot of little jobs, but they all make a difference.
Yeah.
So, what have we been doing the past days? We've got...
So lots of little things that don't really feel like they amount to that much. It's
Yeah, we
kind
just
of like
have
that,
to
I
get
guess.
ready basically before we get our box, which should be next week, hopefully, if everything goes well.
Yeah, so we've done the mud guards, which we had left off the back for now because they used to attach to the old wooden floorboard. So we found a way to attach those, which is really nice. We sorted out that beam. I did a bunch of welding for the first proper time, which was cool. So first actual welding on the truck, and it went fine. Not real pretty, but it went fine. And chopped some things out with the grinder. So lots of grinding, and yeah, just lots of little things. So
Yeah,
pretty much the truck's
basically
ready.
doing as much as we can on the outside of the truck. There's not much more we can do on the outside. Basically, there will be just the winch installation, winch plate.
Yeah. So we've done our elephant ears. So we'll try installing those tomorrow morning when the Raptor dries, and then with the winch plate, I reckon it's going to look really, really cool in the front. And then we may have got a beeline on a new winch as well.
And some new tires. It's all happening.
Yeah, it's all happening. Yeah, it's all happening.
Plaza's going to look very different very soon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Need some gentle persuasion.
I think we should maybe try here a bit. Yeah, that moved.
Nope, nothing left on those.
A bit more.
I'm so nervous. I'm cooked.
We finally did it.
They look tough, eh? So these are the Chinook lifting points. So the big Chinook helicopter with the two blades on it would pick these up off for like aircraft carriers or whatnot, and could literally just airlift them places. They are so heavy, as you saw, really, really solid. And they also make really good recovery points as well. I may at some point try and integrate some sort of a bull bar like pipe through here, and then soon we're going to have the special winch plate going on in the center with the winch on top. But yeah, I'm really happy with how these look, eh? So we took the MOG to a mechanic when we very first bought the MOG, before we went up to Exmouth, and he took it upon himself while he had the MOG to take these off, because you had to take them off to get them road registered and a plate put over the cross, or didn't even have to get a plate put on, but these just couldn't be sticking out from the particular place we were getting it inspected. And he decided to give these away to another Unimog owner without asking us. So got back, and I'd already told him I wanted to keep these and put them back on a later date to integrate into the bumper. And he had literally put them on another truck, and obviously wasn't very impressed with that. I reckon that's pretty poor. He took 3-4 months, has it been, Ange, to source another pair for us, because I said no, I want them back. So unfortunately these aren't the ones off this Unimog, but they're off a different one, but they're exactly the same, so I'm happy we've got them now. Yeah.
And this is what the mudguard looks like now. Freshly rubber painted and spray paint for the rubber. This was white and like so dirty and disgusting, and we tried to price from Clark rubber to get a replacement. It's just so expensive, it's just not worth it at this stage. So they look brand new like that, they will get dirty anyway, so it doesn't matter, we don't need to spend a lot of money on those. So now Chris just needs to grind these bolts here because we're gonna have a flooring very soon installed. You ready?
Yep.
Final job of the day. And actually this is the final job of the day. So remember, every time you do welding around your truck, to disconnect the batteries.
Oh yeah.
And every time you want to move your truck, reconnect the batteries. Otherwise, it won't go anywhere. So yeah, we still don't really know what we're gonna do with the battery box. We're definitely gonna need to paint it because now we're thinking we might keep the box actually.
Yeah.
Just need to find a new place for it.
Might just get moved.
That's a story for another day.
Brilliant.
It's like a glove. Thank you. I feel very honored.
Will you be my truck queen?
We did it.
We did it.